I'd actually like to start out this review in a little unorthodox fashion. I've actually got a note right here. This is a little letter I wrote to the creative team behind this movie. You know, just a little something that, you know, I feel deserves to be written down somewhere. So I think I'll just read it to you before, you know, I send it out. Stop! Stop it! Bad. Okay, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the latest, you know, big budget adaptation of a cartoon or toy line or something from, you know, the 80s or 90s that's getting made into a big budget movie now with CGI and Michael Bay as a producer and things, I guess. So this movie stars Megan Fox, William Fichtner, Will Arnett, Whoopi Goldberg, and one of the guys from SNL for some reason in a brief cameo that really wasn't that important. No, it was just something that caught my eye. The story is pretty much the usual story of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The rat Splinter, voiced by Tony Shalhoub, has trained these turtles that were, you know, mutated by this mutagen that was created in a lab, and they are now giant turtles who learn ninjutsu from Splinter, and he's looked after them as a father, and he doesn't really want them going into the world above, but they do on occasion, and they find out while they're up there that this new group called the Foot Clan is causing a lot of trouble, and it's led by Shredder, and they have to stop him and his evil army before they do something. That's about it. I didn't exactly enjoy this movie. This movie was not something I was necessarily looking forward to. I still thought the trailers looked dumb. I thought it was just going to be really stupid, aimed at an audience that it felt it had to dumb everything down for, and I just really was not looking forward to this at all. And I went and see it basically to review it, and after watching it, yeah, nothing's really changed in my opinion. It's dumb. It's stupid. You shouldn't really go see it. Do I really even have to talk about this? Did people even have hope? I knew one person who thought this was going to be a good movie. This movie is so stupid. And I'm not saying the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have had a history of being high intelligent art, but this movie just really doesn't have that much to offer. We really haven't had a great adaptation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, at least in live action form, and you know, maybe that's for the best. Maybe it's something that can't really translate to live action film well. I think the old movie, it did a decent job. It's not, you know, some spectacular piece of work, but you know, for what it was, it's okay. This movie is not okay. I at least have to say this, it's not as bad as Transformers Age of Extinction, but Transformers Age of Extinction was utterly terrible, so this movie really can't match how bad that one was. At the very least, it's quick. You know, I didn't feel like a lot of my time was wasted. With Transformers, I felt like my time was wasted and I wanted those hours of my life back. And no, I'm not going to say there were no redeeming factors for this movie. There were parts I enjoyed. There were one or two jokes that I got a slight chuckle out of at least. Megan Fox did a much better job than I thought she was going to as April O'Neil. She did, you know, just like a serviceable performance, better than I've seen her doing some other stuff, so that, you know, that was alright, and I kind of liked how the Turtles were portrayed. They really, you know, captured their personalities from the old TV show and everything like that. You don't really get the feeling that they're a loving family. They might throw a few things in there saying that they are every once in a while, but you never really buy it. And, you know, there are just so many parts in this movie where they're talking about the things they've said and the things they've done throughout the film, and you're just like, where did this come from? Like, this never happened in the entire time we've been watching this movie. You just threw this in at the last minute because you heard what character development was and you thought you needed some. But I can't really get that mad about it because that's exactly what I was expecting, and that's exactly what I got. The characters are one note, and some are even pretty annoying. I really did not like Will Arnett's character, and I like Will Arnett as an actor, so I really don't know what it is about things that are even involved with Michael Bay taking actors I actually enjoy and making them unbearable, but yeah, I didn't like Will Arnett's character. The villain is one note and stupid, and I really don't think his plan makes any sense whatsoever. It's basically all revolves around money, but he's clearly already rich, so I don't really know why that's his plan, whatever. Notice I haven't even talked about Shredder, yet, because he is the worst villain ever. I swear to God, he's in this movie for like maybe 20 minutes. He's the main villain too, but he's in this movie for maybe 20 minutes. But he never really does anything important. He never really says anything important, and he never really has a presence. He just shows up and sort of kicks the crap out of the Turtles from time to time. I feel like originally William Fichtner was the Shredder, and then people complained and people got angry, so they went through a bunch of reshoots to add in a more traditional Shredder. It's implied that he is a Rokusaki. When you're going in one direction and then you all of a sudden change it and you just add in this other character, it becomes sort of obvious. Because I really do feel, and I may be completely wrong on this, don't get me wrong, but I really do feel William Fichtner was Shredder originally, and they just threw in this other guy when people got angry because he does not do anything of importance, he does not say anything of importance, he's boring and dull and stupid. Just like so many other aspects of this movie. If you're a fan of the show, of the comics, of all that stuff, you're going to be disappointed. And if you're just a fan of going to movies, I don't think you're going to enjoy it that much because, it's just stupid. It's probably going to make back a lot of money. We're going to get sequels. This is going to be our next Transformers, and wow, that's just going to be so amazing. I'm looking forward to that totally. There are parts of it I enjoyed, and overall, it does go by pretty quickly. But other than that, it's not really worth your time. I give it a 1 out of 5. Yeah, it's better than Transformers Age of Extinction, but, not by much. I feel if it was the same length as Transformers Age of Extinction, it probably would have pulled the same grade. Okay, so that was my review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you want to see some movies I actually enjoyed, you could click these links right here, or you could subscribe so you could, listen to my stupid opinions in the future. You can follow me on, this stuff. And, yeah, so you could do all that right here. And, I'm gonna go try and wash this movie out of my mind.